Enterprising Manukau has been hugely successful in its work since it started its operations in 1994. The reason for that is it's got totally engaged with its business community in small projects with small businesses and large projects for industry sectors. It has worked tirelessly over 20 years to bring businesses through to their full potential, to recognise the excellence, to celebrate the excellence and to see the journey of their success.
Enterprising Manukau was set up in very trying economic circumstances. They were difficult, turbulent times back in 1990. Unemployment peaked at about 11%. You suddenly had thousands of people who were wandering around the city freshly unemployed. And the city's manufacturing base, which dominated the city back then, was looking very shaky.
The focus was to bring as much business, particularly into Manukau, to support the Manukau City Council's objectives of, I guess, building Manukau as a big super city over time. And now our role clearly was to look for opportunities to bring people and businesses into the area, which of course creates employment.
So Enterprising Manukau was set up to do something positive about the direction of business and to set the city on a course of future sustainability and prosperity.
People were in need when this organisation were founded, and that need hasn't gone away. I think within the bigger atmosphere of Auckland, the needs of South Auckland and the way that industry can assist in making people earn, learn and discover themselves will be missed.
I think a combination of Sir Barry Curtis and his vision for the city, supported by Carl Dighton as our CEO, I mean that had a lot to do with the success that the city achieved during that period of time.
In its 20 years, Enterprising Manukau has achieved significant results and has made a real difference to the Manukau region. By working with businesses, Enterprising Manukau has been able to identify opportunities that have led to the successful establishment of new businesses and development of existing ones.
My vision really started around how we could make aluminium windows and doors better. I spent a lot of research on developing new ideas around how you could join and make the joints more weatherproof. Tech New Zealand and Enterprising Manukau were awesome in their help. They made it very easy for me to submit a proposal on my vision.
And the winner of the Westpac Manukau Business of the Year Supreme Award for 2009 is National Aluminium Limited.
It was fantastic, particularly for the staff. You know, you don't realise what help is out there until you go looking for it.
Hi Stephen, good to see you again. This is the most amazing work that I do to help innovative companies capitalise on their innovation by bringing the right support and the right resources to get them to fly.
Bestbars is an auto accessory manufacturer. We had to have a product that was airbag compatible, and to achieve that we actually required to do some research and development on a product, and we were fortunate enough to meet with Enterprising Manukau, and they facilitated a grant process for us whereby we had some funds made available to develop that unique mounting system. Our involvement there led them to propose to us that we should enter the Manukau Business Excellence Awards. They guided us through the process and we ended up actually becoming winners in 3 categories.
2010 Westpac Manukau Business Excellence Awards, now in its 18th year and by far the most prestigious event for Manukau businesses.
The gala dinner is the final celebration to the Business Awards program. And it's a real night of celebration because these businesses have put a huge amount of work into their entries.
The entries this year were of an exceptionally good level, and what surprised us given the current economic climate, something like 25% up on our highest ever number.
Enterprising Manukau is fortunate to have a passionate team with a wide range of vocational and business experience. The dynamics of this team environment are incredibly progressive and continue to provide businesses and individuals with the tools required to facilitate economic growth.
I actually believe manufacturing is most probably the most underestimated sector not just in the Manukau region, but right across the whole of the Auckland region. My role has been to look at where we can add the highest value for growth, for export, for job improvements. We are losing a lot of New Zealand technology overseas at these points. It is an incredibly diverse project that we're working with. There are areas of specialties within the health service area that are world class within New Zealand. We are working to identify those and match up the commercial industry across into these areas so we can create validated product from New Zealand that then gives us a much more powerful marketing opportunity on a global basis.
We are in fact the largest exporter of food in the world. That's from a net perspective. We're number one in the world. Most of what we export today, however, is commodity, and we need to add an awful lot more value to that commodity to let this economy grow and flourish. You need food innovation capability to be able to achieve that. Food Innovation Centre will open on the 1st of July next year. There will be 7 processing units within the Food Innovation Centre. Each of those processing units is highly specialised and what we call red line, because it's going to be used by the food industry to be developing innovative new added value products at what we call market scale. So it's producing big enough production runs that we can actually do market testing in market. Without Enterprising Manukau, this Food Innovation Centre wouldn't be in fact getting off the ground as it is today, because the passion that you've had with the people here and their knowledge of the Manukau city food industry has helped enormously building this concept, getting it approved and getting funding.
In Auckland, there's 27,000 people work in freight. Now that's logistics, not passengers, just freight. Now there are a number of trade organisations already working for those folk, but there was no umbrella organisation across the top to bring the different sections of the industry together. We are there to work with the companies to address any problems that they have and to help them grow, to talk to each other and to help them assist each other to grow.
We've just been through a recession. We realized that some of the businesses were struggling, and so we put together a group of mentors called Company Rescue Volunteers that work with these businesses to help them along.
We just ended up getting stifled by high overheads and running into a recession that dragged the consumers down, and people just kind of stopped spending money.
Well, Mark is a young entrepreneur, again very passionate about his product. He started the business at a time when retailing was starting to decline. He had 2 shops, and I guess it was a case of trying to run before he could walk.
I got in touch with Enterprising Manukau, spoke to a couple of people there, and they put me in touch with Neville, and it's been awesome.
So we've now trimmed him down, and hopefully we're going to progress and see the business succeed from here on in.
Once they got started, there were about 180 students in Manukau City doing the Young Enterprise Scheme, and within 2 years that number had grown to 550. And that was phenomenal growth, which really was a tribute to Anita, her team at Enterprising Manukau, and the way they knew the schools, they knew the teachers, and they got the students involved, and it just took off like wildfire.
Enterprising Manukau is about to launch the Young Entrepreneur Loan Scheme, which is a program that is going to be used to advance some of the really potential teams to take them further and develop their business. So it is going to be acting as a loan which they have to pay back within the first 2 years of being in business.
This team will be the driving force behind economic development in the Manukau region for many years to come.
For a small team at Enterprising Manukau, we've done a heck of a lot of work, and we look forward to that in the new organisation.
I'm very much looking forward to taking the transport and logistics industry through into the new governance structure, working with these folk as we move into the new ATEED.
We have shown passion in our work in the food and beverage sector. The passion has been shown in the development of New Zealand Food Innovation Manukau Centre, and the passion will follow in the new city with greater and better things.
The Young Enterprise Scheme is a great program for the young entrepreneurs. We have worked with schools from Auckland through to Pukekohe and Waiuku, and we will continue to do so in collaboration.
The Westpac Manukau Business Awards provide the region with an excellent opportunity to celebrate business excellence. These are more than just an awards, they're a development program, and we're proud that these are one of the largest awards in the country, and we look forward to seeing these grow towards the future.
We've got all our sector work transferring over to the new entity, and that is our major achievement and credibility.
It's been 20 fabulous years of great projects in Manukau. This has produced some amazing business results and a fabulous legacy to leave behind as Enterprising Manukau ceases to exist. The team of Enterprising Manukau will continue on into the new city, will drive these amazing projects across the region as they become involved in the new Regional Economic Development Agency.
Here's to the legacy of Enterprising Manukau.
Enterprising Manukau.